Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Let we discuss about the process adaptive color constancy using faces. Let me see the abstract of the process. Color correlation and enhancement of images have many applications, mainly in cameras, for producing natural effects in images. For color correlation, always the intensity all over the images is analyzed and the observed intensity is applied all over the image. A method that uses the intensity of the face image for the color correction all over the image is proposed. From the detected face images, the illumination of the skin is detected. Skin illumination is not obtained for the patch means a state-of-art method that is based on thresholding is used to apply color correction. The performances of the processes is measured by calculation of angular error statistics. The input method is pre-processed by applying filter in order to smooth the images. The common noises in the images were removed in this process. The color correction is employed using color by correlation method. In color by correlation method, the illuminations of the color channels were identified. The illuminations refers to the identification of range of pixels in the images, that is having original illumination ranges. The original image pixels were compared with the identified ranges and the image pixels were modified according to the identified ranges. The modified image pixels were assigned in a matrix and then the color correlation is obtained. From the modified image pixels, the hue component is obtained. From the hue component, the threshold is set for the face region B, finding the peak of the obtained histogram of the hue region. The segmented pixels contains the face image pixels. The identified pixels were grouped and then the face region alone is obtained. The overall performances of the processes is measured in terms of angular error statistics. Let me see the flow of the process. In the process, the input images were taken. The images were pre-processed by applying filters in order to smooth the overall image. For the process, median filter is used. After that, the illumination estimation is done by overall identification of the pixel ranges in all the channels. The overall identification of the pixels informations denotes the overall ranges of the location of the pixels in each of the color channels available. After that, the color correction processes is employed with the help of color by correlation methodology. Color by correlation methodology identifies the overall intensity ranges for the input images and based on that the color correction is employed. After that, the color correction is applied to the regions all over the images. After the application of the color correction, the overall illuminations in the complete images were of the same. After the correction of the colors, we employ face detection. This face detection is employed by substituting threshold range for the ranges in the images. That is, we employ particular thresholding ranges for the images and based on the thresholding ranges the face regions were detected. The threshold is set based on the hue component histogram of the hue component. The overall peak obtained in the hue of the histogram is in the histogram of the hue component of the input image is obtained and the region is used as the threshold for the detection of face images in the images. Finally, the face regions were detected in the input image. After the detection of the face images, the performances of the process is calculated. The performances of the processes were calculated with the help of the angular error statistics. The angular error statistics calculates the overall error range of the images, and based on that the comparisons were done. Let us see the running procedure of the process. If you want to run the code, select the file main.m, which is located in the source code folder. If you want to run the code, select the file main.m, right click it and click on run file. So this process has been developed in MATLAB 2013 version. So this process will work in 13 versions alone, and we have to select any one of the images that is given. So we select any one of the images. This input images must contain the face images, because this process is about the identification of the face regions in the input images. So the running of the process has been completed. So this is the input images that we have obtained, and this is the pre-processed image that we have obtained. Compared to input images, in the pre-processed images the overall intensities were normalized. After that, the illumination variations for red, green and blue channels were calculated, and the results were displayed in the table format. So then we display the color corrected images. This is obtained using the color by correlation methodology. After the color correction, the identified face images were obtained. So as we can see, the skin patches were obtained from the images like that. So this is the identified face pixels, and next we detect the face pixel. So this we detect the face. After that, the performances of the process is measured. So for color by correlation, we get angular error statistics 0, and for gamut mapping the results were displayed. So as we can see, the face regions and the detection processes and the overall performances is measured in terms of angular error statistics. Thank you.